Refluxing is a lab technique used to help a reaction go to completion by adding heat to a system in a controlled manner and maintaining a constant temperature. The reagents are dissolved in a solvent, and then a reflux apparatus heats the solution to the boiling point of the solvent while preventing the solvent from evaporating into the surroundings as would happen in an open vessel. The solvent chosen for a reflux must dissolve the reactants at boiling temperature, not react with the reagents, and boil at a high enough temperature to contribute enough energy to the system to enable the reaction to proceed. A reflux apparatus is assembled with a vertical condenser attached to a round bottom flask. A heating source, usually a sand bath, is placed under the flask to add heat to the system. Never use an open flame as the heat source, as organic materials are flammable. The solvent evaporates into the condenser, condenses due to the cold water flowing through the condenser, and then returns to the flask. Reflux enables reactions to be heated for extended periods of time with minimal monitoring. However, some monitoring is necessary because if vapor begins to condense halfway up the condenser or higher, the heat must be turned down to prevent the solvent from escaping the system. Refluxing is used in industries that use wide-scale distillation columns, such as petroleum refineries, petrochemical and chemical plants, natural gas processing plants, and in producing high-quality alcoholic beverages.
Add the proper mass of reagents to your round bottom flask. Cover your reagents with the proper amount of solvent. Add a boiling stone or stir bar to the flask to prevent bumping. A stir bar and stir is useful to ensure the reagents continuously come into contact with each other. Place the stir plate on the ring stand. Then attach the O-ring. Place a sand bath, which will be used as the source of heat, on the O-ring. Submerge the round bottom flask in the sand bath to ensure the stir bar in the flask can interact with the magnetic stir plate. Then clamp the RBF to the ring stand. Increase the stir speed until the stir bar begins to spin. If the stir bar begins to vibrate, turn the stir speed back to 0 and slowly increase the stir speed again. In the chem kit, there are two similar tubes. For reflux, use the condenser, which is the narrower one of the two and also does not have the teeth. Grease the joints of the condenser and place it upright on the flask. Clamp it to the ring stand. To finish setting up the reflux, connect the condenser to the water with rubber hoses. Make sure the water flows in at the bottom and out at the top. Then turn the water on. Make sure there's a steady flow of water coming out of the hose. To begin the reflux, turn on the heat. Initially, stay around to monitor the heat and adjust the heat so the solvent condenses no higher than halfway up the condenser. The reaction time starts when the solvent in the flask starts condensing and falling back into the flask. After the heat stabilizes, you can leave the reaction to do something else for the duration of the reaction time.